scared. Hey, that little kid is crying. Let's go check what's wrong. Master Chevin, she went to Gatherville. I told the guards, but they said they don't have people to spare. They have to finish making preparations before they can try to rescue her. But it'll be... So, you'll help? They said Master Chevin might have stopped around. She might have been forced to go near the shadow pen. If that's the case, then... Please, you have to...
So strong! Let's get out of here, boys! Run! Leave the stuff if you want to live! Drop all!
Well, they didn't put up much of a fight.
Thank you so much. I thought saved by the traveler. Guess my luck's not too bad. Sorry. Let me introduce myself. I'm Chevin, a gem artisan. I'm not usually this lucky, but she did, huh? I didn't mean to make her work, but then I discovered a new seam of volcanic crystal near the shadow pin. It's a large deposit, and the purity, I dug up a whole bunch of it and was getting ready to head back. But I panicked and ran up a narrow path to avoid them. But by the time I was in the clear, I ended up running into...
If the situation was so dangerous, why didn't you just drop the crystals and run?
I left most of them behind, believe me. I only kept the purest chunk. I have to bring it back no matter what. For Tlasoli and poor little Nachka. Right, you wouldn't know. Tlasoli is a former... That's right, or, well, she used to. Now she just handles regular forging. Because of her daughter. Poor Nachka contracted an awful illness, even as Nachka's illness grew worse. Tlasoli never gave up, like a torch in the night. Still, all's well that ends well, thanks to the doctor's medicine and the YOP's protection. Her condition has been slowly improving ever since. She's still weak, of course, and has to recuperate at home. She often writes to Shilonen, apparently. Her dream is to become an ancient names forger, just like her mother. Her birthday's in a few days, so Tlasoli asked me to find a pure volcanic crystal to give her as a present.
Yeah, talk about an important chunk of ore! What a nice gift! Paimon hopes it...
I'm sure she and her mother appreciate your well wishes. All right, let's head back. I'm sure Imish is worried sick. Actually, why don't you come with me to visit It's all thanks to you that I managed to bring back the crystal. You deserve a reward for helping us protect something so significant.
That's right! A good move, and of course, we...
Don't worry, something tells me a lot, but I'll let Tlasoli tell you what it is herself. Oh, you're early. Looking forward to your gift?
That's right. Nachka's been so sick, and things might get better, but they could probably still use some cheering up.
I've already asked someone to swing by and let Tlasoli know we're coming. She's probably made all... Let's go then. Do you mind watching the story, Mish? Here we are. Nice house, right? Give me... Tlasoli! Open up! They're here! Tlasoli? That's strange. Huh. The door's locked. Hey, Nachka! Nachka! It's me! Still, I told Tlasoli we were coming. Maybe she had to take...
Hey, what's that over there? Looks like a Tepetlasaur.
That's right. Tlasoli has a Tepetlisaur companion. When she was still in the forging business, she'd often have Iangu help with, but since Nachka fell ill, she hasn't let it take much... Wait a minute. What the... This place is a mess!
Whoa, look at all these broken boxes! Something terrible must have happened. The truss end of this cliff! Could the Tepetlasaur have climbed up the mountain? Let's head up there and see! Huh, there really is a Tepetlasaur up here! Might not be Tlasoli's companion, but... Paimon still doesn't see any sign of...
Hey, Traveler! Paimon!
That's Chevin's voice!
Come down, quick!
Huh? We just got up here and Tlasoli's back already? What a coincidence. Well, guess this means we should head back... Why is the Tepetlasaur coming along? Whoa, hey, don't
Yangu, come here. Are you being naughty again? Oh, that's a good Saurian. All right, run along and play now. Oh, sorry, you two. I was waiting for you at home when Hka. She said she just wanted to pick some flowers for our guests. But she ended up getting lost along the way. Luckily, I managed to find her before long.
Yeah, Chevin told us she was just starting to get better.
She's still very weak. The shock and the cold wind certainly didn't help, so she ended up with a slight fever. I gave her some medicine and now she's in bed, but it's nothing a good night's rest can't fix. That said, she won't be able to meet you today. I'm sorry you can't—
Don't worry about it. We know she's still recovering. Chevin told us how serious her illness was. Her health definitely comes first. We were just dropping by to check on her.
Well, she can at least speak to me and go about her day. That's already more than I could ask for.
Hey, cheer up. This is supposed— We do appreciate that she tried to welcome us with flowers. Anyway, Tlasoli.
Yeah, what did you get us?
Well, it's a blaze gem inscription. I made it from the purest ore, so it's almost— The techniques used to make it are all rooted in ancient name forging. Don't say that or the Wyatt might smite me. The process just uses a few of the same techniques, and when I first made one, I didn't think it could serve any practical purpose, apart from the erosion resistance and the general— But then Chevin suggested using the crystals to make a special kind of ornament.
Blaze gem inscriptions made by an ancient name artisan. Engraved with quite the sales pitch, don't you think?
Wow, that description really does make it seem special.
Tlasoli's blaze gem inscriptions, word of mouth isn't always reliable. As information gets passed along, it becomes incomplete, forgotten, and sometimes even distorted. But the words inscribed on these crystals will stand the test of time. The inscription, it's the perfect gift for a dear friend or significant other. You could even pass it down to younger generations.
Paimon's interested! Let's buy one, Traveler! We can engrave our names onto it! Then, once we find your brother, we can get him to add his name as well! That way, our names will be together forever!
You deserve it. You saved me. And Nechka's birthday present. It's—
Chevin, I thought I told you.
Don't you start acting shy too, Tlasoli. It's a great gift.
Well then, thank you both. I'll have it ready as soon as possible. Nechka should be well by then. She'll be very excited to meet you.
Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We don't even know how expensive that would be. Hold on, this isn't part of some scheme to make us spend all of our mora, right?
You never know. You do look like you have some savings to spare.
No, don't listen to that, Traveler. You'll end up losing all your
In any case, it's up to you.
Oh no, it's the Tapatlosaur again! Quick, someone stop it! Paimon doesn't want to get run over again!
Also, if you don't mind, Tlasoli, I dropped it when I was attacked earlier. The rope and clasp both snapped. I tried fixing it myself, but
Just leave it to me. I'll make it as good as new. Thank you, Chevin.
it was nothing. We all just want Nechka to get better.
You're right. Yangu, behave yourself. I'll feed you and I'll have Chevin contact you once everything's ready, Traveler. Maybe we'll even line it up with Nechka's birthday. We can even have a little party.
Oh, that sounds great! We'll look forward to all the good food! And anyway, see you around, Flasoli!
Look after yourselves. Nechka is going to be—
It's been several days now. Wonder if Flasoli has finished making the blaze gem inscription. Since Nechka's birthday is around the corner, let's go to the tribe and buy some things, and then pay the family a visit!
Shilonen, good thing you're here. I'm wondering if I can— Oh, the shelf on the left, second row down, first X on the right. That one's yours. And the garden hoe belongs to Ignal, and the hammer is Bakal's, so— I haven't even said why I'm here. But— yes, but I am going to take it right— Really? But doesn't it feel a lot hotter than usual? Exactly. In hot weather like this, customers don't tend to stick around and talk when they're— I see. Oh, here comes another customer. I'll just leave you to— Sure, sounds good to me.
Hey, Shilonen!
Oh, Traveler, Paimon! We meet again. Oh, you two— Oh, how's your ancient name been? Run into any issues? Oh, good. It was my first time working with the Lord of the Night to forge an ancient name, and you're not even from Natlan. There are still a lot of things that could go wrong, so I wasn't—
Huh? So,
Well, less than the chances of Mualani accidentally falling off a spiritway, I'd say.
oh, well, that definitely would never—
I found the Shilonen. Thanks a lot. By the way, Nitchka's birthday's coming up real soon.
I prepared a gift. I was just getting ready to take it.
You're not planning on giving the kid a full set of pliers again, are you? Or, let me guess, woodworking tools?
Yeah, that's right. Flowers will wither and toys will break and snacks are quickly forgotten, but a set of durable work tools will always stay with you and get you through many sticky... Well, still, I won't be giving Nichka any tools this year. She wrote me a letter saying that she'd like a copy of... The book is not what you call a bestseller, but luckily, I have a few copies in my collection.
Children her age love fairy tales. The last time I was at the... Huh. Wait. What did I bring her again?
Oh, it is quite hot today. Seems you're about to pass out from the heat. Do you even remember your own name?
My memory can't be this bad. It's just these last few days.
Well, in that case, why don't you use the blaze gem inscription you have as a memo to engrave some... After all, that inscription will never wear out. And it's easy to carry. I'd say that's quite a fitting use for it.
You do have a point, but... No. I engraved some wishes on my blaze gem. You know, just some dreams that I have for the future and things I'd like to accomplish. Even though Tassoli has said that from an aesthetic point of view, it would be best for people to keep their inscription short, this blaze gem inscription was still made by a name engraver. Everyone thinks that the inscription she made might have some... So, many people who bought blaze gem inscriptions engraved their wishes.
Sounds kinda like a wish grant. But if you do that, won't everyone be able to see your wishes and dreams?
Don't worry. We usually ask Tassoli to add the inscriptions for us. She has a unique... With her method, the light must be at a certain angle in order to see the text. Without the right angle of lighting, the blaze gem inscription will just look like...
That's true. In the end, a blaze gem inscription is essentially just a piece of rock. Making wishes to it is like shouting into an echoing valley. The only one, but using it as a journal for your wishes is also fine. Carrying them with you and taking a look from time... Well, as long as you don't suddenly change your mind and want to take your wishes back, that is. These things are extremely durable, and I don't think anyone would willingly part with it either. They're not cheap and very hard to get. Still, it's really strange. Given Auntie's skill, how could it take so long for her to make one? Oh, well, I hope someone didn't give her an idea of making fewer and selling for more.
It's true. Chevin would totally have put that in her ear. Still, I don't think it's such a bad thing. At least she and little Nichka are better off now. And won't have to worry about the cost. I was really worried about their family at first. And was even planning to send them some... Huh? What was I planning to send to Nichka?
Alright, if you stay out in the heat for any longer, I'm afraid even the inscription won't be able to save your memory.
Right. Right. What's going on? Maybe I should...
So you'll be going to Nichka's birthday party too, Shilonen? Oh, perfect! Then let's go...
Oh, yeah, sure, but I didn't expect you to know Tassoli too. She hasn't been coming to the tribe much lately, so how did you get a chance to talk with her? Oh, so that's how you met her. She even wants to use volcanic crystal as a forging material. Guess she's a real... Then let's just go and ask. Come on, I want to give her the book anyway.
Huh? Wait a second, our birthday gift's supposed to be a surprise? If we ask Nichka, then she'll know what gift we'll be getting.
But if you don't ask her, then how will you know what kind... Here's another idea. Perhaps you can also give her a storybook based on what she wrote in her letter.
But shouldn't we give it a little more thought? If we all give her books, it might seem like we... Shilonen, have you really never asked her what she would like the most? There must be some...
Unfortunately, no. Nichka's illness has kept flaring up over the past few years. Apparently, she couldn't do anything during that time other than rest in bed. It wasn't until recently that she started to recover from her illness and regain strength. Anyway, there's no need to overthink it. Worst case scenario, I can split the book into 2 volumes.
No, that's terrible! That would really look like we didn't try. Let's just go ask Nichka. Even though it would ruin the surprise, we could at least get her something that would make her happy. Anyway, could you tell us a bit more about the book that you're getting her? Is it really that unpopular?
Well, it's a little difficult to explain. You see, there are actually 2 versions. The premise of the book is pretty straightforward. It's basically about a set of twin brothers, but after defeating the demon lord, the older brother, Tekil, discovers that the king's spirit has possessed his younger brother, Remok. In the ending of the original story, the older brother kills his younger brother to defeat the demon lord, before jumping into a volcano. I remember there was one line that was super popular at the time. If I still remember right, after being possessed by the goddess I do not wish to see your blood be reduced to ash, but I have seen the light of your heart and spirit. Remember my name, brother. The other version was released only recently. The author heard a suggestion from someone and suddenly decided to try and make a... In the revised version, the brothers killed the demon lord together and both survived. However, the revised version was not well received. After a month on the market, it had hardly sold any copies and the books were collecting dust on the store shelves. The store owners desperately tried to get rid of the book and have resorted to all sorts of promotions and discounts to sell it. Even now, the only edition of To Kill the Brave you can find in the market is the newer one, whereas the older edition is... Anyway, I couldn't bring myself to give such a poorly rated book to Nechka, so I spent a few days looking and managed to find a few copies of the old edition in a warehouse. I picked out a copy that looked relatively new and dropped it up as a present for Nechka. If you're interested, I can give you this extra copy to read. The pages are pretty old, though, so please be gentle with it. Oh, and here's a copy of the newer edition, too. They gave me a free copy when I went to buy...
So that's how they're trying to sell off the book. Could it really be that bad? Even Paimon's curious now.
Let's get going. Celeste only lives pretty far from the tribe, so it'll take us some time.